So the sixth mail is about if an organization has given X% bonus to an employee as a part of CTC, whose basic is more than 10,000, and if the employer does not pay the same to the employee for any reason, can the employee take up this matter in labor court? I'm not very clear. You have mentioned as 10,000. Currently, the ceiling is 21,000. I think the ceiling you are referring to as 10,000, if I am right. See, even if you are, irrespective of whether you are mentioning it in the CTC or not, definitely if the person is otherwise eligible, then you have to calculate and make the payment to the individual employee, a payment of bonus. But there is, I think the company will not have any choice. I think second question, if an organization is paying X amount bonus to employees, which is not a part of his CTC, and he wants to stop paying the same, no. See, I think I combine the first question and the second question. Very simple. Irrespective of whether you are mentioning the payment of bonus in the CTC or not, you have to pay the bonus amount to the individual employee if the individual is otherwise eligible. Right? Simple. His salary should be less than 21,000, and he should have worked at least for 30 days in the accounting year. Then for that accounting year, that person is eligible for bonus. Right? Employer does not have any option. But in respect of persons who are drawing more than 21,000, the employer need not pay. The employer need not pay. But for those persons, if the employer has mentioned the commitment in the appointment order, then definitely he will be liable. Even for those, because it is not a payment arising out of a statute, that is the Payment of Bonus Act, but it is a payment arising out of the contract of employment. Because you as employer, you have committed. See, even maybe during the recent lockdown, when the rate of PF contribution was reduced from 12% to 10%, I think there were two classes. Those who have mentioned this 12% as CTC, part of CTC. I think some direction was given. Those who have not mentioned, some other direction was given. Right? So, if we are going to mention it in the CTC, then apart from the statute, the liability obligation arises to you as employer out of the contract also. Right? So that is the risk you will have if you are getting it mentioned in the CTC. But still, if you want to do that, that's the reason I suggested it should be, you should do it very, very carefully, because wording should be very, very clear. Otherwise, even though if the statute does not require, you may have to still make the payment because of the operation of the contract. I'll move on. So the seventh mail, are all employees eligible for gratuity in a manufacturing firm? Are office staff, etc. eligible? Second question is how to calculate the bonus percentage, set on and set off concept. I think we discussed all this. See, as far as the first question is concerned, irrespective of the designation, irrespective of the nature of work, if the person happens to be an employee, then that person is eligible for gratuity if the person has completed 5 years of continuous service. Right? That is how it is. I think set on and set off we discussed. Please check with your finance team if you want to completely know that. And particularly for set on, set off, please go through the fourth schedule. It is very, very clear. So what should a company do if the company has excess amount, more than the 20%, after paying the 20% for all the employees, what to do with the excess amount? In case if the company has less than the minimum rate of bonus payment, then what should be done? It is very clearly that working is given. Please go through the fourth schedule.